Hello everyone, this is ICBs here today, and today is a bit weird because in my last video you guys absolutely roasted me because I said that I don't like Loki season 2, and there's a good reason for that. One, that I was actually really angry in that video. I wouldn't say really angry because I have a really monotonous voice, so you can't really tell that I'm angry, but I guess I really was. That said, I did give a fair warning at the beginning of the video. I said, hey, I'm in between job interviews and I'm really stressed out, and I just thought that because it's my YouTube channel and if I want to vent my feelings on my personal YouTube channel, I could do that. But seeing the response of the people, I guess I can't. And I admit that I definitely can't do that. And seeing that I am a YouTuber and it's my kind of a responsibility to have a really level-headed mindset and to not really give in to emotions, because what I'm doing here is telling you that I don't like a show that you like, but I can also do that in a really polite way, right? I don't have to get angry. I would have still made the same points, and in this video I'm going to be clarifying the points that I made in that video, which probably didn't get across properly because there was a lot of confusion. And before we get started with this video, I just want to say that I decided to keep every single comment on my previous video because most people were really respectful. They ended up having a really meaningful discussions with me and they expressed their point of views and I expressed mine. I don't think we most of the time came to the same conclusion, but we just expressed our point of views and we had a good conversation. And I think that's the point of everything at the end of the day, to have conversations about things that we don't agree with in a very meaningful way. And there was someone who mentioned that there aren't any dislikes on my video, but I'm just going to tell you that there are, I think the last time I checked, there were 5 likes and then 40 plus dislikes, which I think might be around 50 dislikes. So 5 likes versus 50 dislikes. So I'm just telling you, I just want to be transparent with you guys, right? Okay, with everything said, let's get to me trying to explain what I was saying in my last video, but in a better and more educational way, in a way you can say, because I literally have a diagram here with me. So yeah, I hope I can do a better job of explaining things. Here we have Loki season 1, right? The entirety of this thing is Loki season 1, and you can see that it mostly goes in a straight line, right? It's going very straight, and then Loki season 1 ends over here. The last time we see Loki is that he is at the TVA, right? And season 2 starts exactly where the season 1 ended. So this is the beginning of season 2. So I'm going to write it down. Season 2, right? This is supposed to be season 2 and this is the TVA. But instead of going in a straight line, Loki season 2 doesn't really do that, right? It goes in a circle. And I'm going to tell you what this circle is. This circle is all about saving TVA. That's what this circle is about. And I just want to be honest with you that I don't like TVA. I liked it in the first season. I think it was a creative setting. It was a really good art direction. I really loved the cinematography in both seasons. But I'm just kind of getting a bit bored with the TVA. It's really boring for me. So why do I think that this whole thing is going around in a circle? Well, you see that this is the beginning, right? This is the beginning of season 2. Beginning, right? And this is where we start and this is where we end up. This is the ending of season 2, or at least the ending of the 5th episode. Ending of 5th episode. I don't know what the 6th episode is going to be about. It's going to be coming out tomorrow, so I'll watch it. But for now, I'm going to talk about the entirety of this thing up until the 5th episode. Now, a lot of you guys might say that this whole circle is not just about saving TVA, because we learn a lot of new things. We see Obi here. We learn about Obi. We learn about Victor Timely. We also learn about Renslayer and her past. We also learn about the past. Renslayer and the past kind of goes into the same category, and the past refers to the past of Mobius and all the other friends at the TVA that were spirited away by the TVA. So yeah, there are some perks that we learn, but I don't think that these things are enough to justify the plot of season 2. You know what I think should have happened? This is the timeline of Loki season 1 and 2, and you can see that it goes straight in a line. The way things could have happened was that Loki at the end of season 1 comes into the TVA, and then we begin at the beginning of the season 2 at the TVA. Loki is time slipping here. So you could fix that in the first episode like it did. Now in the second episode, the big issue is that the whole temporal loom is about to be exploded, and that's when we go around in the circle, right? You don't need that. Fix this issue right then and there in the second episode, right? So the whole temporal loom issue is fixed. You could have moved forward. The thing is, the way things are going, Loki season 2 is going to end right over here. Okay, you see how much plot you're getting over here? That's where the entirety of Loki season 2 has been so far. Okay, but if you fix the temporal loom and somehow Obi, let's just say that he's able to fix the temporal loom, the plot goes forward this much, right? You could have ended this season with a Kang, or at least a variant of Kang, anyone that Loki could have fought with. And the thing is that this Kang could have been really strong. Like, this guy is not messing around, and somehow he's able to destroy the TVA. And again, like, this goes back to how this season is going currently, right? So we're at the 5th episode, right? This is how this season is going right now, that the temporal loom explodes, Loki goes back in time, and now he's going to fix it in episode 6, and that's when we're going to end this. The thing is, this powerful Kang destroys the TVA, and Loki is forced to learn his time-slipping abilities so he can save the TVA in the 6th episode, and that's when we end it. So this whole plot could have been about fighting this badass looking Kang, who could have been really, really cool. But no, this whole season has been about saving the temporal loom and the TVA, which is really boring when you think about it, because I've been reading some articles that Disney Marvel is feeling a bit insecure about Jonathan Majors' performance as Kang, and they might even be reconsidering him. So this is why I think this entire season is sort of taking a back step on the appearances of Kang. I mean, you do have Victor Timely, but he's not Kang in the real sense of the word. He's not a villain. He's not that kind of a threat, at least not so far in the 5th episode. I do think that his character might have a lot more potential for growth in the future of Marvel, or maybe even in the 6th episode, but so far I just don't think that he has justified his position in this season so far, because so far he has done absolutely nothing of worthy. He hasn't justified his existence. So that might happen in episode 6, or it might happen in the future. And some of you might say that Loki season 2 saving TVA is driving the plot forward, and this is a fair assessment, and you are entitled to your own opinion. But yeah, I mean, if you think that this is going forward in a straight line, that's good on you. I mean, you have your own opinion, and I'm not going to argue with you if you enjoy something. But I do think that this is the way this season has been going so far. This entire thing feels like it's filler. And filler refers to that things are happening but they're not really happening. You know, like there might be some things the show introduces, but it's not really that deep. It's very surface level. For example, Renslayer's past, Victor Timely, it all feels like it's bells and whistles to distract people from thinking just how much of nothing is in Loki season 2. But then again, those are definitely my thoughts for now. And yeah, I hope it clears everything. Again, I am definitely entitled to my opinion as you are to yours. And just because I'm sharing my opinion in this video, it doesn't invalidate yours. Feel free to share your thoughts respectfully in the comments down below, and I will definitely love to have a discussion with you and learn something. With that said, as always, it's time for a goodbye.